Beetlejuice has shattered expectations with a massive $110 million opening weekend. So audiences are clearly excited about this movie, and here are my thoughts. To be frank, I never actually saw the original Beetlejuice. That movie came out like 10 or so years before I was born, and I just never grew up in that fandom. My parents wouldn't let me watch it because it was crude and had a lot of like language and stuff. But now I'm an adult and I have the freedom to see movies. And so I kind of went in this one not knowing what I was getting myself into, other than Michael Keaton puts on a bunch of prosthetic makeup and goofs around. That's all I pretty much. The movie also stars Winona Ryder and Jenna Ortega, Catherine O'Hara, and Justin Theroux. That's a pretty solid cast for this movie. I mean, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, and obviously Michael Keaton were in the original one. But Jenna Ortega is a new addition. She plays the daughter of Winona Ryder's character. And Jenna Ortega is a perfect fit for Tim Burton. I mean, she's already done Wednesday, which was on Netflix. It was a huge success. And she just kind of has that kind of gothic, almost like moody teenager kind of look to her, even though she's a little older now. But yeah, I mean, her acting style and her presence on the screen, it really fits with the style of Tim Burton. So yeah, I mean, I thought that was a great casting choice. And Tim Burton brings all his same creepy, spooky kind of tone to the movie that he always does. What I really appreciated about it was the extensive use of prosthetics and practical visual effects for what he was doing. I thought that really helped, creating authenticity to the movie. Like, I know it's all crazy and wacky and the underworld versus the regular world, and how like the underworld is, not supposed to imitate real life, obviously, but the use of like practical sets, the designs of the sets as well, and the practical like costuming and makeup. Yeah, it's really good. It looks impressive. It feels authentic. As far as like the humor in the movie, which I feel like is one of the biggest parts of a Beetlejuice movie, it didn't really land for me that much. I thought some of the jokes were funny. Some people were saying Catherine O'Hara's character was like the funniest character in the movie. I'd actually disagree. I don't think that she made all that much of an impact on this movie in general. I will say that the funniest character is definitely Michael Keaton. I think he feels really comfortable in this role. Although for a movie titled Beetlejuice twice, he doesn't really. I feel like he's just not in the movie all that much. Like, he's in it obviously, but he definitely doesn't feel like the main character. He feels like a side character that, just doesn't make the impact that I would like him to have on the story. And I don't want to spoil it, and specifically why. But yeah, just know that when you watch it, before you watch it, he's actually like definitely a side character. Jenna Ortega, I think, is pretty much the main character, along with her mom, played by Winona Ryder. They have an interesting mother-daughter dynamic, and the whole arc with that, it works pretty well. It's not the most richly compacted story ever, but I don't think it has to be necessarily. It's pretty cliche as far as that goes, but I think when the movie is at its best is when it's kooky, it's crazy. Michael Keaton's doing crazy stuff. There's crazy visual effects. I think that's what got me interested in the movie, at least. But I feel like that's only like put on the side for this movie. Most of it's just kind of like a generic, like, mother-daughter drama with some comedy jokes thrown in there. I wish they would have leaned more into like making Beetlejuice, more of the focus of this movie. But yeah, so overall, I mean, I think Beetlejuice fans might really like this. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. They might hate it too. It's kind of hard to say. But if you like Beetlejuice because of the crazy like aesthetics of the movie, the production design, the costumes, and the goofy, silly stuff, I think you're gonna like this movie. But I feel like a lot of the story elements of the movie actually don't cater well to like the best parts of the movie. I feel like they're almost in conflict with each other. So I mean, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. There were times I was laughing, but yeah, I can't really say that this is, the best movie that I've seen this year by any stretch of the means. But I guess I would recommend it because I think most people will probably laugh at most of the jokes. But don't expect this to be like your favorite movie of all time,